I'm live. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Mountain Bike Q&A. I'm your host, Johnny U. Again, don't want to take up too much time because we want to get to Josh, but I do want to throw out some thank yous ahead of time. Brian on a bike. Thank you so much for the stickers. I appreciate it. 51-year-old man, and I'm collecting stickers. My wife doesn't get it. Just as long as I don't keep putting them on the refrigerator, she's going to be happy. Again, the segment, my boy Mark Hill, thank you for the sticker. That's a shiny one. Look at that. So shiny. And he sent me along some other ones. He sent me the Bomber Crew. My sticker game is on, folks. Look at this. And then he sent me where I want to go. I'm trying to get there this year. I don't know if Josh been there. Sky Park, Bike Park, Sky Park. Okay, I'm an idiot. And then finally, before we bring on Josh, because you don't want to hear me talk, my boy Calvin from the Shred Shed. Love you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All great content creators. And so let's forget me. Let's bring on the man you guys want to hear about. Let's bring on Josh and his Mountain Biking Life apparel. Dude, what's
going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Johnny.
We're talking like we haven't been talking for the last 10 minutes.
No, this is old friends. It's just like that.
This is great, man. Thanks so much for again coming on this little channel of mine. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it, man. You're doing great. I love it.
Oh, stop it. So we were talking, you're where? You're in Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
And you don't participate in the daylight stuff.
We are the lucky ones that everybody wishes. You know, here's the thing. Like, if people were smart, they might want to move here. I mean, daylight savings time, we can ride pretty much every time of the year. I mean, we got all sorts of trails, technical.
But really, don't you want to keep it to yourself?
To some degree, yeah.
But you don't want to tell everybody where you come on, and the next thing you know, your trails are full of people.
I'm all about. Okay. Now you got a point. Stay off my trails. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, let's just go over here to the comments real quick. Let's get some of these trails and ales. Daniel, what's going on, brother? Cheers. I got myself a little Mountain Biking Life cup.
Look at that.
Enjoy the ride. Look at that. Got myself what is it called? What is this? This is ice. You ever tried ice lemonade?
No.
It's a sparkling.
Yeah. My wife used to get a bunch of those. They have a bunch of different flavors. She
it's very refreshing.
With vodka.
I'm not saying anything. My sister's on. Hello, sis. She's a big supporter. Trail Pimp. Always. Oh, hold on. I keep forgetting. There we go. What's going on, man? Trail Pimp, let's go. Our Trails and Ales, my sister. Holy cow. Well, the one sticker has a dog on it, so she's totally cool with it. MTB Agmafur, OG I always get that wrong, dude. I'm sorry. I apologize. What's up, bro?
Sent him a couple stickers. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, he's a big on the Insta.
He sent me a couple too, so I got it on my truck.
Nice. He's a good. Hi there, Arizona in the house. Heck yes, Trail Monster. Right. Somebody was saying hi to my wife. Hi.
Hi, Lauren.
No, I'm just kidding. So let's get back. Let's get to talking. You're in Arizona. You don't have the daylight saving. How does that work out? First off, when everyone else is a different time, like you go a little bit that way and a little bit this way, they're all an hour.
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, so I was a part of that. And then I came out here. I've been out here for almost 20 years now. And so I have a full-time gig, and I have to pay attention to where so it does kind of trip us up a little bit as far as like, okay, where are these people at right now? Because we don't change, but all of a sudden California is up to us now. And then, mountain time is, the other time. So it gets a little, it's like, oh, these other people have to move. So we have to adjust.
You're like, wait a minute. I didn't know how to do math. You're constantly
like, East Coast. Oh, they're 3 hours now. Oh, so. Yeah.
And there's only 2 states that do that. Chicken Sandy's. Hey, buddy, Josh, another Josh in the house.
What up?
So,
Phoenix does need a ski lift for bikes. Yes.
Who needs this trail pimp knows.
Yes, agreed.
This guy knows everything about every trail on the planet or just the United States. Trail pimp. He's crazy. Yeah, he's a trail encyclopedia. So my wife is like, wait, Arizona living the good life in daylight saving. She likes when it gets dark. And I don't get it. I don't understand. Do you enjoy this? Do you enjoy having not to change it? This is a weird conversation we're having on a mountain biking thing.
I don't care. It is what it is. I know they're trying to pass laws where they're not changing it. I think they failed on that before. So let's see where that happens.
How's the weather though? Are you still? It's a desert, so you guys still get cold weather, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we do get cold weather usually around December, January, because I hike a lot too, and I'm up fairly early, and it's about it gets 40s at night. And then, so I was hiking at 40s, and then obviously it gets a little bit colder. It's snowed here the past couple times. It doesn't obviously stick for very long, but the elevation, probably like 10 minutes from here, there's been snow on the ground. And then we have mountains all around us. So if we look a little bit further out, you can see snow caps. It's pretty cool.
Wow. Snow caps on like the desert.
Yeah.
Like the big red rock, like all the pictures I've seen from Sedona when it was Snowdona.
Snowdona. Yeah.
It was beautiful. I thought that was beautiful.
It was incredible. It was, like I said, I've been here for 20 years and I've been to Sedona multiple times and I've never seen it like that. It's incredible.
Wow.
It was such a beautiful thing.
So IMT Nick. Hi.
What's going on?
You'll have to forgive me. I have ADHD, but I will always be focused on you. I forgot to tell you that when we were talking earlier. You are number one, mister. So Arizona, 20 some years?
Yes.
Mountain biking all those years?
No. So I got my first mountain bike in 2017. Ooh,
you're a newbie.
I'm a fairly newbie. Yeah. So I got it in 2017. So I actually did it because I have my son is actually 25 and he wanted.
Well, you don't have a 25-year-old kid.
I do.
You started at 15, 14, 15?
18, right out of high school.
Oh, okay.
Graduated and here he comes. Best unexpected surprise ever.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. So he's a little bit more of an introvert. And I'm here back in Wisconsin. He was there. So it was hard to communicate with him sometimes on the phone, even though I'd call all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, well, he asked for a mountain bike because he lives close to Trek. And he's like, I want one. And I was like, cool, awesome. I think that was like his 16th birthday or something like that. And I was like, So he would come out and visit me. And I was like, all right, so let's get a couple bikes, rented the bikes for a couple of days. And I had no idea. The trails out here. No clue. I was like, rented these bikes for like 3 days, North Scottsdale, Trail Monster, whoever it is, Trail Pimp will probably recognize Browns Ranch and then Apache Wash. And they're basically on the north side, but they're more XC, maybe a touch trail.
Oh, sorry.
And then we went up to Prescott with some elevation and we just did like 30, 40 miles in a couple of days. And I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I bought a bike within a couple months. And then, I've been hooked ever since.
What'd you buy?
I bought a 2011 Trek Superfly, a Gary Fisher.
Oh, Gary
And
Fisher.
I still have that bike. I bought a new bike a little over a year ago, 2 years ago now. And I turned it into a single speed. I couldn't get rid of it.
Really?
Yeah, I love that bike. Can't get rid of it.
Well, yeah, something about that, you get that bike and you don't want to get rid of it. Like every bike I've ever had, I don't want to get, but sometimes for me, it's space here.
Yeah.
I have a little closet. So it's like, well, it's one bike.
Right. My wife was like, because I got more of an enduro bike, the new bike. And my wife was like, so you're going to get rid of it? I was like, no. and I was having it was a 2x12, 2x10 or 2x12 or something like that. And it was such a pain in the butt. And I was like, all right. So I went to my shop and I was like, all right, should I just put it into a 1x or should I turn it into a single speed? He's like, I don't know. Resale value on both is probably junk. I was like, all right, let's just do a single speed. Let's go.
Let's just do it. It's junk. Might as well keep it and have fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like 18 pounds.
Now, did your son get bit?
What's that?
Did you end up buying your son that bike? And
no. Well, so we bought him that bike and then he had that. And then he came out here because he was already riding. He had a nice little system close to where he lived at home. And so he came out here and he had already been riding for probably about 2 years. And he's gradually in school, college, graduated, marriage, or we'll be married this coming fall or summer. He's like, he's got a nice like Top Fuel or something like that, but it's probably hasn't seen trails in a year.
Where was I going with this? So you're riding trails in Arizona. When you first started doing that, because I think if I went and I wanted to go to Sedona, it would be totally weird for me. Like, I guess because you didn't grow up, but the trails well from hiking or something.
I do, yeah. I do hike some trails that are super close to me, but a lot of the trails that I ride on, I just strictly ride on.
Okay, yeah, because were you nervous at first? I mean, being a newbie on these mountain bike trails, because they look so sketchy out there. It's just rock.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you look at South Mountain and Hawes, which Hawes system out here, Hawes Trail Alliance is doing amazing things. Oh my gosh! But Somo, South Mountain, big, techy, chunky. I didn't do that right away. Like I was doing more XC, a little bit of elevation, but more flowy, fun, green, touch of blues. Like nothing crazy. Getting a little bit of elevation, some chunk, but anything that I could handle on that XC bike was primarily what I was doing. And then eventually I got into South Mountain a little bit more, which is more elevation, more chunk, more technical climbing, more coming down. That was not out of the gate.
Yeah. Baby steps no matter where you're at.
Yeah. And I don't, I know a lot of the guys out here or a lot of guys that I run into, and I'm like, you just got onto a bike like not too long ago. And usually there's a motocross background and they whip that thing around like nothing. That was not me. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I got to work tomorrow.
Someone just posted recently the trail Hawes, Haws.
Yes.
I was supposed to be there, man.
Well, you got a place to stay when you guys come out.
It looks so beautiful out there.
It's incredible. I was out there. Yeah, it's about a 45-minute drive, but I was out there on Sunday. I've been out there recently a lot lately. And they just opened up a new trail, like I think it's definitely black, probably double black. But
wow. It's just beautiful. It really is a beautiful place out there. You're really lucky. I mean, do you sit back and sometimes do you ever pinch yourself looking at the scenery that you have?
I do.
In your area?
I do. Because I hike often and there's a mountain like literally 5 minutes away. And I get to the top of that mountain and I don't do it all the time. Sometimes I just go around it instead of going up it. But I get to the top and I take a second. I'm truly grateful for, being able to physically be able to go up that stuff, but to look around and, I'm literally looking at the entire valley and all the mountains in the distance. And yes, all this house and residential stuff and commercial stuff, but looking beyond that and being like, this place is really beautiful. And I'm super grateful to be here.
Daniel, Trails and Nails, thanks for watching a little bit you could. Appreciate it.
Guys, I'm working at 2 a.m. Good night.
Speaking of that, I've always wondered, you work from home. People from over the West are still able to do this at like 5 o'clock. And I'm like, well, what do you guys do to be able to do this? To get on this?
Yeah, I definitely work from home.
How does that feel? Do you mind if I ask you what you do, or is it top secret?
So I actually do mortgages full time.
Oh, okay.
So I help people buy houses, throughout the country, licensed in 8 states, and I get to work from home. I used to go into an office, but what happened in 2020, things kind of changed, and I didn't need to go into the office. As long as I have this and my cell phone, I can pretty much work anywhere. So
jealous.
I tell you what, I saw the video of your backyard. I might. Looks like it's a pretty attractive backyard.
We just redid it. My wife will probably hop on and say thank you, because she designed it, came up with it. We just finished it about 2 months ago. It's a small backyard. I live in what you call a duplex here.
Nice.
They're right behind that wall is another family. So, but yeah, the backyard looks. Lauren, he likes our backyard.
Love the backyard. Oh, did she design it?
She came up with all the.
Good job.
Rookie, man, you're getting all kinds of people on here. You're huge. You got Ray Marcel.
It's you. Tinkering cyclist. He was on a couple weeks ago, right? He's a gentleman.
Yeah, man. He's riding. He rode 40-degree, unseasonably warm. No, we've had record-breaking heat almost every day for the last 3 weeks here, and now I almost thought about doing this out back, because it's like 68 degrees here right now, and that's so odd. Oh man, I feel like my lights are so bright. What's going on here? Look at that. What is that? Look, it gets all bright. I'm sorry, I have ADHD. So you're living in Arizona. You're loving the mountain biking. And this is still something you do with your son when he comes out?
Yeah. So he probably comes out maybe once a year. I got to get him out here, but soon to be married, so that's a little bit different of a life, as we all know. So we mountain bike probably once a year. I may go back to Wisconsin. I may take my bike, or if he comes out here, we'll get a bike or two. And he hiked on. I rode the XC last time, and he rode my bike last summer. So, but yeah, our first down, I gotta say this because this is crazy. So we went to a downhill park, and our first downhill park, he was scared shitless. And I was kind of a little nervous as well. So our first downhill park was Whistler.
What?
1 year into mountain biking for me. Oh my gosh. That was an incredible trip, because have you ever been to Whistler?
No. I don't think I could ride Whistler.
I think you could. There's a lot of greens and blues. I can't. There's crazy stuff.
I don't think I could do like your Dirt Merchant or your A-line, because I'm not a big jumper. Are you a big jumper?
No. Actually, the last run of the last ride, everything, I put my shoulder into the ground. So because I jumped. So still a little something since then. That was August. Yeah. I'll do the floaters, the tabletops and stuff like that. But nothing. I rode A-line twice, but not like Remy or any of those guys.
No. Nobody can ride it like Remy anyway. So,
oh my gosh, I met Remy out at Sedona. And
I just sounded like sorry. So I sound like someone just shot somebody.
He is incredible. He is one of my favorite riders. Period.
Yeah.
Like, he is so talented, and hardly anybody knew who he was.
Really?
I'm like, do you guys know who this is? Do you know who this is?
So did you meet him? Did you?
Yeah, I took a picture with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. He was in front of the propane tent and kind of talking about his bike, and yeah, it's
Yeah,
cool.
he
Just talked to him for a couple of minutes. It's super cool, super chill. I watch his videos. I was watching some of his videos last night on YouTube, and that's how I got prepared for Whistler. How
oh
many
really?
times do I watch? Where if I'm going somewhere, how many times will I watch a YouTube video? So I'm kind of like, I'm a visual guy. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I got to kind of see where it's going. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not touching that, but that looks cool.
That's how that's how I learn too. I'm a visual guy. I have to see it. I have to
Trail
see it.
Camp. How about Sunrise Bike Park? I haven't been there.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I know.
Snow
It looks like
Summit.
it's pretty raw too. I heard it's fun. Oh, what's up, Brady? Yeah,
Brady
Brady's been there.
McClellan.
Yeah, Brady's
Cleveland.
actually got one of Brady's pictures has one of my white jerseys on.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Brady's a good dude, man. Brady's a good dude. He's good friends with one of my ambassadors.
What so the A line. No, can't do that. I'm good with tables. I will get like a foot of air and I will ride the rest of it down. I don't know if I could do A line because there'd be so many people behind me, like jumping over me or whatever.
Oh yeah. There was that. We stopped, you've probably heard of the moon booter. So we did that. And oh good Lord, that's gnarly. I think someday I'll get to the point where my skills will get high enough and get good enough where I can do it. I'm not far away. It's just trusting. It's the mental game. My intention this year is to get better on the skills as far as jumping and different things like that. So.
I want to now. I'm feeling a little bit safer. I've switched bikes. Everyone knows now that's been on these comments or watched this. I went full squish. I've got a YT Izzo now, and I've went flats. I've been clipless for 25 years. And so I feel more comfortable. Like there's this false sense of security on a bike now. Like I feel like I can get my feet off better now. I've got this extra suspension that doesn't hurt anymore.
So comfortable,
isn't it? What are you riding? Did we talk about that? Your old bike? What do you got now?
So I got a VK Somo. So VK is a local builder.
I don't know.
It's a carbon bike, big enduro bike. Have all the basic, E13 part components on it, DVO suspension. Yeah.
So you got the good stuff.
I was in the ballpark. I was like, I need a new bike. I want to go bigger and I want to be more comfortable because that XC bike is not built for technical stuff. So I found a local builder. I had a lot of opportunity to ride the bike, demo it, and could have went pivoter, bigger guys. Nothing wrong with those guys. I just felt a little bit more keen to, local builder.
Yeah, good for you, man. Keep it local. Buy local.
I am local. Yeah.
Your locals support the locals.
Absolutely.
Talking about downhill, I ride my only downhilling other than living in California for a year in LA, which was just stupid climbing. I don't know how anyone does this. The climbing. And then there was a little bit of downhilling, but I go to Jacksonville every year. Or no, Jackson Hole, Wyoming. At Teton Village. I don't know if you've been out there.
I've hiked Tetons. I have not ridden there.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's just, for me, it's amazing because I'm on the flatlands of Miami here.
Yeah.
It's very technical and wooden features and blah, blah, blah. But the downhill, and there's a lot of tables. And I see my nephews just stupid air. And then I'm like, as soon as I get to the top of the lip, and I just, I mean, because these things are like 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
7, 8 feet tall, just going up them. And I'm like, I'm not landing on that side. I've got good health insurance. I don't want to try it out though. Look, holy cow.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow. Oh, today's Sunday. I gotta work Monday. So
yeah.
Good. We'll pass. I'll walk this way.
We've got New Zealand in the house.
You got New Zealand?
That's how famous you are.
That's a bucket list place for me.
There's got to be riding. We've got Octodad.
Oh, yeah. There's I've heard there's incredible riding in New Zealand.
Octodad. Can you confirm that? My wife's been to New Zealand. I've never been. I'm never going to Australia. Have you ever been to Australia?
I haven't.
You're not getting me there.
No.
No, there are too many things that want to kill you there. They have spiders this big, dude. I'm an arachnophobe. Big time.
Well, I mean, if you go to the backwoods, probably, right? This is not, those things aren't rolling around Sydney.
I don't want to take my chances. That's okay. Always going to my my train derails. I always say that. So you love mountain biking.
I love it. I love it.
It's your zen. It's your thing. You're mortgaging, you're doing your mortgaging, and then you're like, okay, I'm done mortgaging.
Right. I'm like, that was kind of a stressful day.
I got the do you ride that often?
No, probably once or twice a week is usually the plan. If I can do it more, great. Sometimes it's just like packing the bike up and everything. And it's like, a little bit of a process to get everything going. So it's like, and the great thing is like, I have so much to pick from, which is great. But at the same time, it's like, sometimes it's, time of day is also traffic.
Yeah.
My dogs.
What is that?
We're
in the middle of a podcast, man. What kind of dogs you got?
So I have two little. I'm 6'4", and I have two little Maltese poodles.
Oh,
I feel real man. No, I love them to death. I love them to death. They're great dogs.
No, I've got a miniature dachshund and a mixed half Chihuahua.
Nice.
Yeah, figure that out. Figure how that worked.
Mixed beagle and Chihuahua.
Yeah, I don't even want to know how it worked.
How does it sound?
He sounds like a beagle. When he barks, he sounds like a beagle.
That's awesome.
Look at this. So you like this whole mountain biking thing that all these other people like.
It's done. It's because life gets challenging, and whatever it is, work, life, marriage, blah 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 blah, all the stuff, right? Nothing special. It's just life. It's like whatever. No. And it's been hugely refreshing to be able to just jump on my bike and whether it's music or just listening to my bike or not, and listening to the trail and doing what I'm doing, like. It's just it's an incredible feeling. Yeah. I
love this. And I think more people that probably won't even watch this podcast, you really need to get back out in nature. That's what I love most about it, is getting away from all this hustle and bustle and this crap that we put. I mean, I live in Miami. I hate the traffic and there's so many people and the yada yada. I went riding Saturday. It was Sunday. I think it was Sunday. And it was just me and the bike and the dirt and
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, growing, on this and growing two businesses and the mortgage thing and then the mountain biking life and, all the things. And it's like, okay, nature, I am very clear that nature is a place where I can disconnect, and it revitalizes and it rejuvenates me to be able to continue on clear-minded as best as possible.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's been great.
And this is where I'm coming. You love it so much, and you're a big fan, ladies and gentlemen. You decided to start a clothing. Like when did that hit?
So it was kind of random. So a friend of mine. So obviously in 2020, I basically created it. But he created the logo, which, obviously right there, and, the sprocket, the mountains and the name. And I was like, I really love that. And so the logo came first, and then, I know somebody who was able to help me out with a couple t-shirts. I was like, all right, I want these on some t-shirts and stuff like that. So I figured that out, put them on Facebook. It was just me and my wife modeling in the backyard. Put them on Facebook. I'm like, is anybody interested in these? Like, kind of thing. Like, I love mountain biking, da 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 da. And I sold like 15 or 20 shirts or something like that. I'm like, okay. People like the logo. I thought it was cool. I was like, well, this is fun. I don't know where it's going to go. and then, then I got the hats, and then I got a little, then I started figuring out, I'm like, well, maybe there's something here. And then when COVID hit and everybody started to get back out and riding and being outside, and like, I knew I'm very focused. So I'm very focused on my health first off, because I'm going to be a grandfather, a great grandfather. And I want those
seem like a very fit guy
catching up to me, because, I'm in good shape and not, hunched over, not in shape. So, anyways, long story short, I was like, I knew it was an opportunity, especially with everybody getting outside and being in nature. And it was a way to disconnect from everything else, all the noise that was going on in the media and the I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this, I got to go. So I just gradually slowly pushed the gas pedal, and, started doing events last year, went to 10 events, sponsored Arizona Cycling Association. It's the kids. It's basically Arizona's version of NICA. So more kids on bikes. And I was like, okay, the more events that I was doing, it was just more positive vibes, and people were liking what I was putting out, and the jerseys and the hats and this, and they were loving it. And I was like, and then to be able to go to Sedona last week was like a dream come true. And I was like, everybody's at Sedona. And to be able to go from 2 years to be there, it was like, oh my God, this is so awesome.
Yeah. So, but to go back, like, this was just a brainchild out of COVID. You were like, people were getting back out, because they weren't working. People were buying every single bike out,
Right.
The shops were completely done.
Gone.
Empty.
Yeah.
Every
My bike builder was like, I don't know when your bike's going to come.
And your buddy came up with
the logo. Yeah. And I was like, all right. So I put some on some t-shirts. Yeah. He came up with it. I was like, what do you want for it? He was like, nothing. I was like, what?
Really?
Yeah.
He just came up with it. He said, you can have it?
Yeah. And
what an idiot.
So, and I made sure, he's like, just, hook me up someday down the road. And I made sure, I was like, all right, I gotta make sure this stays on power. So I signed the piece of paper. He's like, dude, yes, absolutely. It's yours. I'm like, okay,
oh, that's cool. Amazing.
Just want to make sure. Like, I want to, and he was like, no, it's yours. Give me a hat. Cool. So I did. And he's like, that's my compensation. We're good. I'm like, awesome.
He got a hat. There's a compensation. Did you even ask for it?
Did I ask
like
for
the logo?
Yeah. No. I did. I was like, hey, can you make me a logo? Can you make me a logo? I got I love mountain biking. He's like, he just came up with it pretty quickly. And, for the most part, I was like, well, what about this? What about this? And it was like 1 or 2 tweaks. And he was like, here. And I was like, I love it. It's great.
Okay. I want to take you back. Mike, I think Run Bike Mike. What's up, brother? See, I'm telling you, you're bringing more people on, dude.
Right on. Cool.
You're killing it. So there's been this there's been this discussion of the MTB. Like, does there need to be the T?
Yeah.
Well, you took out the B.
Yeah.
Was that your brainchild?
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, really what I was looking for was what I want to GoDaddy. And I was like, what?
Oh God, that's awesome.
I was like, what is now you're helping some things come back. This is great.
That's funny. That's awesome.
So I went to GoDaddy and I was like, what? Because if this is going to go somewhere, obviously I want to like keep everything the same. Like I at least know that about branding. Keep everything the same, and everything is. And once I found the website, I was like, okay, that was actually a part of how the logo got created. Was like, okay, can you create a logo with this name? So
you went to GoDaddy and was like, MTB or MTBikingLife is taken.
Oh my God. Mountain Biking Life. Yeah. Full mountain, MOUN, all of that, like biking life, MTB life. Like I went through probably 30 different options. Like, what could I think of? The only thing I didn't like do is actually hire somebody to like, what was the analytics to any of that? Like,
Yeah.
whatever. I liked it. It fit. It looks cool, and we're going.
Yes, Octodad, MTN Mountain Biking Life.
Mm-hmm.
Are you kidding me with that? Oh, this guy says sweet logo. Like he doesn't have a good one.
He's got an awesome one.
Yeah, see, he knows. That's why that's a compliment. I just got a sweet logo. So you sold about 15 shirts. When you sold them, were you like, what? Somebody wants these?
Kind of.
Really? I mean, were you kind of like, because I'm going to just throw this up against the wall and see what sticks.
Pretty much. This entire thing. The jerseys, the cup that you have in front of you. And I know Tinkering Cyclist, unfortunately, sir, I do not make any of my stuff. I am not as creative as you. Maybe someday I will get there. However, no, everything is me working with other individuals that fulfill my vision of what I'm thinking. And the jerseys, the first event was the Whiskey Off-Road in Prescott last year. I didn't even know if they would sell.
Really?
I literally unpackaged them, took them the next day to the event, and I sold a lot. And I was like, cool.
That's awesome.
My t-shirts, my logos, like, I think the biggest thing is like people really love the quality because I spend a lot of time on the quality of the product. I want to make sure it lasts and things of that nature. It's super soft. It's going to last a long time based off of what I know. So, and all the products really, really do. I probably sit and analyze that a little bit much, but I care about what people are going to be buying and what my name and what is attached to that. I don't want my brand to be like, this is crap. Like that. Those two things will never be associated when it comes to this brand. So
now here's my question. And I know a lot of people just, and I love it. Like Adam Mox or, it's funny. I got to tell you, I've been mountain biking again 20 some years. I just wore t-shirts from Old Navy and workout shorts and stuff. I like to ride comfortably. And then all of a sudden I get involved in this YouTube thing and I have so many things now from people like you and Adam or whatever, but you buy them. And some of them, a lot of these guys get it from, what do they call it? Teespring. These t-shirt, you put your logo on their stuff and blah, blah, blah. Do you pick out your own materials? Long question. I got there though.
Yeah. So like it's like ink something or whatever. I use a local vendor that helps me basically create it. So most of my stuff is all done locally. Not like a big corporation. I tried to do that previously. That was like one of the first things that I tried to do. I just didn't like the quality of the t-shirt and stuff and how it was coming out. So I was like, okay, I got to have somebody local so I can sit and feel and make sure if something doesn't happen, if something comes out like crap, it's easier for me to fix it very, very quickly.
So you're like not hands off. You're very hands on with your product.
Very hands on.
You don't
like
make them, but
right. There's, and I'm actually doing some of the things to actually probably do it in my garage.
Yeah.
Minus the jerseys and the hats and the things of that nature. So the jerseys are 100% made in the United States, which is kind of cool. Not so many of those. But yeah, I'm going to start doing some of it in my garage, but slowly and steadily.
Slowly. You got other stuff to do. If you get,
I do.
If you can pass it off, and my wife will confirm when you were nice enough to give me a t-shirt. I'm not wearing it tonight. Sorry.
It's all right.
But I washed it and I didn't dry it yet. But she was like, she got it out of the mail and she touched it. She was like, you got to order me one. This is like the softest. What is the brand of the shirt?
So the brands are Next Level.
Next Level. I don't know if this is There are so
If you show me the tag of that shirt right there, I could probably tell you if it was or if it wasn't.
I don't know if it's next.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, it's like this shirt is so
best.
they really are stupid soft.
Stupid soft.
But yeah, totally. My wife's next level is the best. There she is. Next level is the best.
Next period, hands down. I've been wearing these shirts for 6 years at least, and I'm like, if I do that, oh yeah. And Brady's like, the jersey survives crashes. I can confirm.
There you go.
He sent me a picture of him. He ate it. I was like, oh, dude. I think it was like sunrise. So they stand up.
Your dad wants to know: Are we a cotton poly blend or what are we?
Yeah, they're like a blend. I think it's a tri blend.
Okay, let's stop. Let me stop talking and asking you questions. Let's take a look at this stuff. Look at this, folks. Here we go. Mountain Biking Life, created for the passionate mountain biker. I can't read. I can't even see. Created for the passionate. Just say it.
Mountain bike rider.
Look at these folks. Now, all this is done by the same company.
Yeah, all my jerseys. All my jerseys are done by the same company. Everything's done in their in-house, and my t-shirts and soft goods stuff, the other stuff, t-shirts and stuff like that is done from a different company.
Now, these are short sleeve jerseys.
Yep.
Okay.
So everything, what you will be able to see moving forward, and I have more stuff in the works as far as designs and stuff like that. But really, the differentiator between my stuff and everybody else is that my intention is to have some kind of positive message on every single garment moving forward.
And that
whether it's for you or for somebody else that you're riding, but hopefully you get some motivation out of this. So enjoy the ride, right? It's for you or for somebody else.
Oh, my internet's slow. I don't know why. I'm connected straight. Enjoy the ride. And Octodad brings this up. I love the shading, the two-tone. It's very sexy. Hold on. Let's back up because I had posted a video about an hour ago.
Oh, yeah.
What are you planning on doing, sir? Let's talk about this for a second. Now that we're all into this.
I know, right? I might need you a little bit of a help on how we go about doing this, but so there's going to be 2 giveaways.
Oh, hold on.
Not one, 2. And we're going to give away a t-shirt and we're going to give away a jersey.
You hear that?
What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, by the end of this podcast, Josh is going to give away a jersey and a t-shirt. Okay, I'm a big dumb animal. We'll turn that off. Whoa.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry you have to deal with me tonight.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Love it.
But what are the rules of what are the rules of tonight's little giveaway?
Okay. I haven't really, I'm going with this on the fly.
Okay.
So for number 2, it'll be one of these t-shirts. Just
look at that.
We'll send it out to you. Follow Mountain Biking Life, MTNBikingLife on Instagram, and just message me that you were on. You saw me on the Q&A. Okay. So that'll be an opportunity to win second prize. Okay. The t-shirt. What do you think we should do for a jersey? I mean, those are pretty sick. I mean,
holy cow.
And this could be, and I want to be very clear. This is for men and women. So I have more of a female cut jersey as well for the females as well. So
we've got a bunch of
it's the black one, it's the long sleeve, it's the white, it's short sleeve, whatever one you want. I don't know. What do you think we should do? Follow you. Follow the Instagram channel and
follow the Instagram channel and repost one of your.
Yes.
Follow, repost, and tag friends.
Tag
I don't know how to
friends.
do this.
What can we do for you? What can we do for you?
For me?
Yeah. What can we do that will help support you, sir?
Oh gosh, subscribe to me. But I think I'll
subscribe.
Or I think everyone here is subscribed.
Followed. Pretty sick.
Followed. No, honey, you're not invited.
Wow. We want to get Johnny's page up a little bit more. What's the next? Let's get some more follows for you. So if you're
share my YouTube page.
Yes, share YouTube, and then Johnny will tell me who comes in based off of here, and let's say by the end of the night, and I'll figure that out, and I'll post it off of my channel tomorrow. Who won?
Share something that I posted about tonight. Share what I posted tonight.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Josh. So
we're making this hard. Let's not make this hard. Okay. So second place is just follow my page and DM me something. Hey, I saw you on Mountain Bike Q&A. That's second place. So for first place for the jersey, it'll be follow Johnny's page as well, share Johnny's page, and then also share something off of my page as well. How about that?
I need a pen. No, I'll just look at my Instagram and see if anyone's has shared something from me.
We'll figure it out. Sorry, guys. MTB Nick.
Brady, thank you.
See, look,
Brady already got a jersey.
What's that?
Brady already has a jersey.
I know. We're
getting it. I want to thank Trail Pimp for this, by the way. This segment is my favorite podcast. So anyway, that's awesome. I hope you guys understand the rules because I don't. But let's get back to this stuff. Now, when you get this stuff, I guess you don't ride with anything but this stuff on your body now?
You better believe it.
And
which jersey am I wearing?
Yeah, I love the color schemes here. I'm a winter. My color is winter. My mom always says I'm a winter. I'm more of a blue and a darker colored, and I love these. And you have women's, you say?
Yep. So the purple logo is female.
Oh no, I kind of like. I can see my wife wearing this on the boat.
And even the jerseys and the t-shirts, I wanted to make sure like I have garments that are more towards female. If they want to wear that. So, because they have a different cut. So.
This one female?
I can't see.
Oh, sorry. Just send it.
No, just a regular t-shirt, probably like the one that you have on right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, whoa, man. Now we got Scullies or beanies as they're called there. And this is all the same company.
Yeah, different company. I use a local company for those.
You and this local.
I do as much local as I possibly can.
That's really good. I mean, there's something to be said. You're not getting this stuff overseas or drop shipping or you got companies out here. Oh, that's tight. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this one. Maybe we should give it. I'm a hat guy. I need hats in my life.
So am I.
I was going to say, because I like to hide my head. Wait, where we go? There we are. This is great stuff. What else do we have to shop here? What else do you got? I mean, is your house completely full of this stuff? Is your wife like, can we start? Here we go. This is the stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Enjoy the ride. I love that. That's so simple. Did it just come to you? You were like, this is catchy.
Well, I definitely worked with a designer on these and it took a little bit of time, but I was like, the five most, obviously Arizona is a huge mountain biking state. Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, and California are all big mountain biking states within my general area. And everybody that I'm doing events is generally coming from this area. So I wanted to do something special where it was more like, hey, I live in Utah and I love to ride mountain bike, and it's something specific for them. So they can be like, this is, because a lot of my stuff is like enjoying showing your love for mountain biking on and off the trail. So, trying to do something a little bit different that I've never seen before. So,
but enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
It's as simple as go get your bike sturdy.
Yes.
Can I tell you, that just came to me, my little thing that I always do, go get your bike sturdy. That just came to me naturally when I did my trailer for my YouTube. Like, I never wrote it. I just said, like, I was in my head, I'm saying what I had to say for my little trailer for my channel. And it just went, I just said, go get your bike sturdy. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, that is genius. Well done. I love it.
No, this is about you, man. Look at this. Now, are these a wicking fiber?
Not really. No, not really.
Oh, well, no. See, I didn't want to ruin it.
I mean, it says they're moisture wicking. I guess they are. I mean, I ride in Arizona, and I get hot, and they're pretty breathable, but they're not super holy. Like I know some of these jersey out there are. So they're super thin. You can probably wear them right now in the 50s. Well, it's 60s out here right now. So you can kind of wear them warmer or cooler weather and probably still be pretty comfortable.
What's your favorite?
What's my favorite?
Off your website, if you were to go on your website and go, you know what, I'm going to purchase this.
Slow down just a little bit. That so that trucker hat, the one above the green shirt, I love that one, and I actually love the gray one, the one next to it. But there's a darker gray one too, like you looked at earlier, and you're like, oh wow, that's a good hat. I love those.
What about jersey wise or shirt wise?
I love the black long sleeve jersey.
Is that what you've got in your arsenal when you go riding every day?
I have all of them.
No, this one?
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. I love them all.
But I mean, so much so that they're so good. I mean to say this sounds weird, but they're so good that you wear your own stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
It's that comfortable that you're like, okay, I'll sell this, but I'll go wear something from some other company.
Yeah. Somebody orders something and I'm like, I like that color too. I need another one.
Yeah.
My wife is like, how many t-shirts do you need? How many jerseys do you need? I'm like, can never have enough.
That's fun.
I own an apparel company. I can never have enough. It's like living in different parts of the country. It's like, it's another reason to buy a bike.
My wife is loving the hats. It is getting pretty close to bike park season here. My son and I both need jerseys. Well, like and follow, share.
Yeah,
I've already forgot the rules. American made. Yes, people do like the American made. Gray hat, nice merch. Trail pimp. So now you started selling this. What came first? Well, I know you came first. Or no, here you go. What came first? The website, or did you start pushing this stuff first at like your bike fests, if you will, or your gatherings?
So
were you like grassroots?
The website came first, and then I took it on the road, if it were. But before that, I create the biggest thing that really, and this is a great reminder that I'm saying this right now, is I created stickers, the ones that you have. And I started handing those out because I used to do a lot more group rides than I currently do right now. And I would hand out stickers at the end of the rides. And everybody was like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, I own an apparel company. Oh, do you have anything? I'm like, yes, I have t-shirts and hats in my vehicle.
Really?
So I would sell stuff out of my vehicle after a ride. And people are like, this is dope. I'm like, thank you. But the word started getting out because of the stickers. And then I got the website, and then I started going on the road.
So you're like a garage band selling tapes out of the back. Like you were just you're just like throwing out stickers, and people are like, "Oh, I like this logo," and it started getting the attention. Were you getting more? But were you getting hits on the website?
No,
Or
and
was
I'll
it
be
word of
honest with
mouth?
you. Yeah, no, not really. I mean, occasionally. I think I've never pushed the website. I've never really paid
Mhm.
attention to the analytics. That's something that I need to do better at.
Yeah.
But all the things to do, all the things to do, and I'm just a solo guy, so it gets to be a touch overwhelming. So I give myself some grace as far as not knowing the analytics, even though I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's
but
we're all learning that as we go. I know I
this
am.
is so much.
Oh
Uh,
God,
so much. I'm
I'm
like, oh my
51.
God, I gotta go for a bike ride. Why am I doing this?
Now, did you at one point when you started moving forward with it, did you go, what did I just get into?
Yeah, kind of. Because there's things that pop up, and I'm like, oh God, this sucks. Because I mean, I care. The reality is like I care. Like I want people. People are trusting me. I take a lot of pride in people trusting me that what they're purchasing, what they're spending their hard-earned money for, like they're you know it's going to show up right. But sometimes the logistics of before it even gets to a customer or anything like that, like the processes and the logistics of all doing all of that and working with the vendors and
Yeah.
pricing and this and that, it's like, oh gosh.
Oh, think someone earlier asked how much are your jerseys? I mean, let
The short sleeves are 50, the long sleeves are 60.
60 that's a solid price.
Yeah,
I,
very, I mean, very on par with, the big guys are probably $10 more than me, which is
yeah,
fine.
so they're very competitive. I mean,
Right.
yeah, you can't get the jerseys are not cheap. You can find some for 65, but I mean,
Yeah.
do they say mountain biking life on them? I don't think
Mhm.
so. I don't think so. Now tell me, back to the selling out of your trunk. Um, when did it move? When did you go? I want to take the next step and maybe go to the festival or
Yeah.
the local bike park and see if I can do that.
Yeah, because I spent a lot of money on the setup that I have for my tent, and it's a nice 10 by 10 setup. I spent a lot of time on that and making sure it was right. And I think it was just going back to pushing forward with everybody being outside due to COVID. Like, a lot of people were going into mountain biking, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna go, like I have to push. And I think it was like um 2 years ago, this coming fall was like, all right, let's just go. I had some extra money to put aside. I bought a tent. I bought some racks to make it. So anybody who
Uh,
came to the festival that didn't know about me, their first impression was gonna be like, wow,
yeah,
that's a nice setup. And I was at Sedona, and I was like, I could be with any of these big brands, and period. Like I will fit in presentation wise.
yeah. You didn't want to be. You were like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. You didn't want to be this like, here's cognitive MTB and all these other and then here's
Right.
Josh with his
Yeah.
little fold out table with some shirts on it.
I didn't go to Costco to buy a fold up, 5x5 tent that will fall over at a drop of a hat. And not saying
Yeah,
they have bad stuff, but it's like I didn't just pull this out of a box from Costco and show up at a festival and say, "Hey, I'm here." Yeah, I could have done that, but no, that's not my style. Like if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So just
good for
like,
you.
everything, the t-shirts, the jerseys, everything's going to be looking right. Like, again, just care about presentation and what, cause I think if you half-ass here, people are going to be thinking like, this doesn't line up. Like people are
Yeah.
going to like perspective of what somebody may think of my brand is, and I do care.
Yeah.
What people think.
Again, you don't want to show up with like 10 shirts on a card table.
Right. No.
And people are like, well, what's the quality of the shirt?
Right. They're going to be questioning, is this a good value?
As a company.
Yeah. They're going to be questioning, like, is this a good value? Yeah, it's like maybe $36 for a t-shirt, but I don't know about this other stuff. Like
I love to I just still picturing you with a card table with a few shirts just sitting on it. Do you remember your first? Where did you take that first setup with the tent?
I took it to Prescott, which is the Whiskey Off-Road, which is a brutal course. I think they do like a 10 mile, a 30 mile, and a 50 mile.
Okay, I've heard of it.
And beautiful. It's probably the same elevation. It's probably about 5,000 feet up. Beautiful area. It's about 90 minutes from Phoenix.
Now, how do you get into these festivals? Do you have to apply, or do they just say, give it like somebody said at Octodad? Does it cost?
Yes. There's always a cost. Nothing's for free.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. My economics teacher, there's no such thing as a free lunch. There's always a cost. But yes, no, the costs aren't too bad as far as that goes. And every one that I've been a part of, 10, 11 now.
Wow.
I haven't, 10 of them, I was able to just get in, pay, and, had to somewhat apply, but really they wanted more vendors there.
Yeah, they want vendors, they want product, they want people.
Sedona. I had to apply for that one. And timing was right. Like, that's a hard one to get into.
Really? I mean, it's the biggest.
It's
actually it's not the biggest, is it?
No, it's
Sea Otter the biggest.
I'd probably say Sea Otter, from my understanding, is a lot bigger. A lot bigger, like hundreds of vendors.
Yeah, I was looking through the vendor list this year, and I'm like I was scrolling, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just nonstop. It's like I need to go and get interviews.
500 vendors, and even there, like, you really don't have to apply for that. But Sedona, you're locked down into, you can only, it's just one little place, the fairgrounds, and the fairgrounds can't get bigger.
Yeah, there's only so much space.
There's only so much space. So, we and a couple other people that were right next to me at the booth at Sedona this year, a couple of weeks ago, they had literally got in basically the same time, and it was like, we're using this other little section of area that people might not even known about.
Really?
That they utilized for a couple extra space. So yeah, that one was a little dicey. I was like, oh God, I want to be in so bad.
I want to be in Sedona. That's the place to be. Benacava MTV. Elias, hi, gents and madams. Late, but he made it, folks. He's got a little thing coming up this weekend, a little ride, the trail that he built.
Nice.
Just in case you have to share and follow and do all that kind of stuff. To this guy over here. Where is he? I can't do my hand right. I will never do this right. And you could have a chance of winning a t-shirt or a jersey tonight.
So I got it. So let's just rehash this for anybody who's on here. So for a t-shirt.
Benacava Nation.
I wanted to make sure because I was confused. So hilarious. So t-shirt, just follow me on IG. Mountain Biking Life, follow me there. So that's second. And then just DM like, hey, saw you on Q&A. And then for a jersey, follow on IG, like something, and then share something as well. And then share one of Johnny's posts as well. So 2 shares, one for me, one for Johnny.
Woo! Did you write that down? Is that how you know all that? Or you just... No. Oh, because I was like, oh my God, how did he remember that?
Like, I got to get this right because it looks silly. If I'm talking about presentation and I'm showing up like this.
Oh, I did this thing again. Keep talking.
Oh my gosh. What's going on here? I have a buddy that wants me to ride the whiskey this year. Do it, Brady. Grit it out.
I did this
Where's
thing where I just, there you
where's
are.
Vina Cava? Where's Vina Cava MTB
Benacava
at?
is down in SoCal.
Oh, really?
And he's got a ride this weekend. Oh my gosh. I did this thing where I don't know if you've watched the one where I blew
Your screen up?
my screen up again. This is crazy. Does anyone know how to fix this?
Straight line MTB. Yes, Sedona was awesome. How's your shoulder? I heard you put your shoulder into the ground and your buddy might have broke your.
What? No, he did not break.
Oh, where did he go? Well, it's my show now. Where did he go? Oh no. SoCal, baby. Yeah. Yes, Lauren. I always got a notepad. Pen it around. Oh my God. Where did he go? Where did your husband go, Lauren? Where did you go, man? Is that a part of your? Is that a vanishing act trick?
I'm sitting here trying to fix this video thing, and it's. You said you'd come on. This is your fault. This is all of this. This I'm no.
This is your system. You sent me the link. This is your thing. How many episodes are you in now?
I know, but there's so many like hitting. But it's this. Do you have an Apple?
I do.
I got a Mac, and some reason when I hit my thing, it'll blow you up.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't. I have all my computer stuff is my iPhone. That's all I got this Apple.
Yeah. Okay, we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. So tell me about. Sorry. This is what's fun about live.
That's live.
Before I did Zoom, and I would have just edited that all out and yada yada yada. Talk to me about Sedona, because is that like the pinnacle?
Yeah. For me it was, and I don't know of any other event that I really want to go to. There might be some that I need to go to and kind of like learn about where I'm going. I heard some UCI stuff is really fun, but the vibe in Sedona is just even with the snow, and obviously like it really like it sucked. Like, it was supposed to be a 3-day event, and the snow really affected the trails and what people could do. But the great thing is for us, honestly, I'm a businessman. So at the same time, like, Saturday, a lot of people were at the park and at the festival grounds walking around, and it was a great opportunity. But I think for the most part, like the vibe there was just so great. Like everybody was still happy, was still having a great time. Yeah. Like we're in Sedona. This is crazy. People are drinking beers and having fun and doing what they're doing. And I didn't notice a difference when it came down to that.
The business side.
It was such a fun experience. And then the after parties and stuff like that, and getting to see, and I met Mia, Women's MTB Network. She came up. I know she was on your show not too long ago.
Oh yeah, I love her.
Met some, Colorado Kid and Seabass and Just the Maker and Rennie and a bunch of other people. Like, I mean, it was just, it's the best. Like,
is it just a content creator festival?
Oh my God, it seems like it.
Vendors and content creators. Everyone's got their GoPro.
Everybody.
Your
buddy Mark was all over the place. Like, yeah.
Oh, so you saw him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw him. And then I saw him all over YouTube.
But other than, did you get and I'm sure you did, you got a good feedback from your product, if you will.
Yeah. I got great feedback. People that never know who we were, or they were following us, had never actually seen us at an event, or, hey, I love your jersey. I bought it at the last, event, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, really?
Got a lot of great feedback. And, it's also, my wife was there, and this, like, she's not involved, but she was there with me, supporting me and helping the event and stuff like that. So it's especially when I'm off doing like 10 events last year, she's like, what is this Yahoo doing? Like, are you just trying to like get away for the weekend? But for her to see, yes, I get to ride in these cool different places throughout the state. But it's been a great opportunity for her to see and be able to, okay,
I see what he's doing
here. There's something here. And then she gets to participate, and it's cool. I don't need her in the business, but for her to see that and to participate and being willing to do that, having your spouse support you.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big
it's
deal.
awesome. Mine's on the chat right now.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to have them support. Was she impressed with, or did she get like seeing your passion for this through Sedona? Like, oh, I don't just support them, I get the community now.
Yeah. And I think so. And because my wife and I like to have a good time, go out and have some cocktails and enjoy that time. So there was definitely those opportunities to be able to do that for the vendor event on Thursday night, which was talking to other vendors and other companies and getting to mix and mingle. And I was like, I don't know who these people are, but building those relationships was really, really great. And that happened throughout the entire weekend. They'd come over to my booth, I'd go over to their booth and chatting and then hanging out with the content creators, Colorado Kid and dancing and, Seabass and, just seeing all of that was like, everybody was there just to have a good time. And that was really fulfilling. And like, hey, yes, this thing has legs. And also this is a vibe that I can get behind as well, with everybody's positive attitude and just wants to have a good time and kind of relaxing after long days. Right. So
what were you the one who posted the video of the Joe, the kid dancing?
I don't know. No,
I saw a video of him dancing at a park.
I haven't posted what I have of Joe or Colorado Kid.
Okay. You're going to use that as blackmail.
But it was pretty relevant on Saturday night. There was a after party and he was dancing, and he's a showman. He's funny as shit. He's funny.
He is who he is.
So he was dancing. A lot of people were taking videos of him. My ambassadors were up there. I had like 3 ambassadors up there, so they were videoing and stuff like that. I'm
sorry. When all my screwing up thing that I did, I just now got all these.
Oh, you're just getting
there.
Yeah, I loved meeting you too, Mia. That was awesome. Thanks for coming.
The women's Mia.
Women's MTB network.
Yeah, thanks. See, I wasn't getting any of that yet. I guess something messed up and I didn't. Yeah, she was there at Sedona. I missed out on Sedona. I had some personal thing I had to go do back in Maryland. I had planned on it, and then I had that turned up and I had to go take care of that. And it was like, I could have met you. I could have seen Mia. I could have seen, Mark. I mean, was there anybody out there that you already knew was going to be out there that you were like, I'm going to go meet these people out? Or did you just meet new people?
I just met new people. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really know who was going to be out there. I was so intertwined. I was just so like making sure like the logistics of making, my tent looks great. I have everything I need getting there. I didn't even know that it had dumped snow until 3:30 before I was going up there that day. Like I literally, truck was packed. My wife is in the truck. I'm getting gas. We're about ready to leave 90 minutes away. And I look at my phone and I'm like, holy shit. Look at this.
Snow.
And they're shoveling. And I'm like, what is that? So got done gassing and looked at my emails. I'm like, yes, it's canceled. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Chill for a minute. Let's just get up there. And then, met Joe. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So you had fun. Sedona was fun.
It was a blast.
It was
a long weekend. Those are always long weekends because you're on another level and engaging and having to be on a little bit. And it's tiring, but it's so much fun. And there's fun at the end of it. And there's relaxation at the end of it.
Did you get to ride?
I did. Not
Oh, good for
until
you.
Monday. I had an individual ride, went by myself, and it was the best.
Well, after all the chaos of, oh yeah, I came up with this idea. I was in my sleep and now I might enjoy the ride. And you're like, oh, check it out. And it's made this. You were probably going like this for a few days and just to go.
Yeah, my wife dropped me off at one end of the trail, and I met her. I was like, I'll drop a pin. You meet me there, and went for a ride. And that's actually where I did a video the day after. It was like, basically, thank you for everybody who came by and the experience and the opportunity to get in there, and did a video. And I was like, all right, I'll post that later, and then I'll finish my ride. But I had to put the grateful video out there. I had to, because I was just feeling it. And Sedona's a beautiful place to ride, and the weathers were better. The trail conditions were a lot better. So I didn't feel like a jerk ripping up the trails or anything like that. So it was icing on the cake.
Beautiful. Now, for Mia, we're giving away jersey and t-shirt. Just follow, like, and subscribe. Share some stuff of his. There you go. I want everyone to have a fair chance.
Yes.
So, what was the? Again, I've asked you, what was like the feeling or out? How do I say this? The response. Did you sell a lot? Did you do good?
I did.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, I did. Especially Saturday. Saturday was a really good day. Sunday was a lot quieter because people were able to go out and actually ride, which is great. Definitely I feel good for them. But, to be the real, it was okay that Sunday was not so great,
Well, again, it was nice.
I had an opportunity to connect with some of these relationships I already created, like some of these companies that were, it's kind of a mentorship to some degree. They've been where I'm at. They've been there, and they're willing to help me and support me to say, hey, Josh, let's, so having those conversations and having fun and talking, spitting through. But the realization that I was with brands that have been around for a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, I mean,
that was the first event where I was actually in competition with them for people's money and attention.
Yeah.
And to have that kind of experience and walk away with, a decent amount of sales. Yeah, it was great. It was worth it.
Yeah.
All the way through. But that was like more confidence. I'm like, okay, I'm doing all right.
Who were you next to?
I was next to a small biker brand. I was next to Canfield Bikes. They were on one side of me. They're out of Colorado, I believe. Mm-hmm. Super cool bikes. And then the second one was San Util. And they are bike bags, like custom stitched in Colorado. They are super cool. San Util, separate word, util, like utility bag. And there's some cool things that they do to
bags that go on bikes.
Yeah.
So I think I've seen them.
There's also like a hip bag. There's a little thing that you can wrap up, kind of like a tube and like CO2 that you can wrap around the frame, kind of a thing. And then some bike packing bags, beautiful stuff.
I think I've seen them. I don't want to overspeak myself or say something wrong, but I think another podcaster did it's a guy that does it all. Is it a guy? Yeah, I think I've seen that stuff. That's really cool stuff.
It's great artwork. It's beautiful. And he does everything on his own. He's like, yeah, I was like, do you love it? He's like, I do until I'm at my sewing machine for 10 hours. And I'm like,
wow. I think Robert Schumacher did that. Biker B1 podcast, Biker Bar podcast. But again, going back to all this and Train to Rails, it's the community. It's this mountain bike community. Like you said, you were talking about people were mentoring you or just helping you out or giving you a little nudge in the right direction. I mean, how do you feel about that? Like you're competing, but you're not competing.
Right.
We're all in this together.
Yeah. because these brands are, brands that I could probably work with too, because it could be a win-win for them. Like we could do a collaboration down the road, and it's a big, everything that I look at doing, the collaborations that I do, whatever it is, like my intention is for it to be a win-win. Like, how do we all get and if you're going to provide me mentorship now, how can I, give that back to you in some kind of manner? Like, just like when we were talking here, like the giveaways, like how can I give back to you, Johnny? Because you're helping me immensely. So I want to give back to you. So, but it felt really, really great, these brands and saying, hey, Josh, you're in the right way. You're doing a lot of great things. I like what you're doing. And I'm like, it feels really, really good because, it makes those things when things don't go right.
Yeah.
Leading up to or for whatever stuff is really minute and in the grand scheme of things. And, I just look at my sleeve and it's like, enjoy the ride, fool.
Just enjoy the ride, man. We're all here having fun. And I mean, you've got a job.
I do.
You know what I mean? This is like your side hustle.
Oh, those little rugrats.
Again with the dogs.
So rude.
Just kidding. I love dogs.
So
this is interesting. Trail Pimp, have you
selling merch at Sky Park?
Or just selling merch? Do you have parks nearby where you?
I would be open to it, yeah. Because Sky Park, if I remember correctly, Sky Park is right outside of Big Bear. Can you confirm that? Trail
I can't confirm it. But I know I'm going to try to get there.
I think it is. I think it's super close to Snow Summit, which I would be down for that. I've been in Arizona only, but I'm definitely open to going to other states.
But I mean, have you tried to push your stuff into stores or local stores? And
not really. They might take a little bit more than I might be able to. I want to make some money.
Yeah, I love it though. You really are. You're like, this is mine. This is my baby. I've created it. You're grassroots still. You're going to the festivals. You got a great website.
Thank you.
If I can, here, I'm going to do this. Yeah. I'm not going to get rid of me again.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
maybe the Josh show. Thanks for coming, everybody.
This is great. I mean, I really like the purple-ish, bluish. What is that? That's purple, right?
That's a purple. And actually that's, I created that for more of the female because it's got the female cut more for on the waist and, a little bit different on the hips. More form fitting. But a lot of guys like the purple. I think I might do a guy version, which is the white logo. I think I might do a version of the purple for guys, just a short run.
Short sleeve. I could not do a long sleeve in Miami. But it's funny. I was telling you earlier, before it was Old Navy t-shirts and workout shorts. And now, I mean, have you always, here's a question. Did you come up with this not just because you wanted a product, not just to sell, but you were like, I'm looking for something I'd like to wear?
Yes, 100%.
That's awesome.
I look at the big brands and I'm like, I was having the conversation. I have this conversation with anybody who I was like, what do they have? Like, they got some cool designs, but I'm like, I want to do something different. And it's a creative outlet for me as well, to kind of think of something different. And, but yeah, I wanted different clothes that had a different message on it, but that was something cool that I would love to wear. And also, why not me? why not me? Kind of a thing too.
That's amazing.
But everybody, like I said, like the brand, enjoy the ride. It's like everything will have a message on it moving forward. And that's something different. That's going to be differentiator.
Now, looking for
great designs that people love to wear.
Well. Are you kidding me? Look at this, folks. Look at that. Great designs. I ought to reach over there and slap you. Look at this stuff. That is just fun. I still don't wear jerseys yet. I can't wear long sleeve here. I'm just like a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Sweat through it. Look at that.
If you see me around town, I'm usually wearing a Mountain Biking Life t-shirt, a Mountain Biking Life hat, t-shirts and shorts. Like that's my gear. It's like this is my wardrobe. That you're looking at my wardrobe. That is not me in the picture.
Seriously, just
But
like
you're looking at my wardrobe.
you seriously, you're all about you represent yourself all the time.
All the time.
Oh, that's
Gym,
awesome.
grocery store, trail, off the trail, like it doesn't matter.
Wife?
Oh my god! If I'm going out to a nice dinner with my wife, I do not wear mountain biking. However, there might be something that I could figure out that might be logoed up.
A button-up polo shirt, maybe, or a polo style shirt with a mountain biking. Does your son wear this stuff?
Occasionally, yeah.
Oh, come on.
He's an electrician. He loves cargo pants, and he's he's not my son. I'm not my son. Just kidding.
Look at this.
I still love him no matter what.
No matter what. You have to. He's his son. Look at this. This is a toddler?
Yeah, little kids.
Are you kidding me? That is
I got an idea. I got an idea to put that "Just Send It" on the back of a onesie.
You know what? And it would sell because you'd be the only one.
I know. Just send it.
Look at this. I realized I actually look good in green.
Those are the women's shirt right there. A little bit longer.
A little bit longer, women.
Eraser back.
Look at this. Where is it? Yeah, I think I would look good in green. It really makes my eyes pop.
Yeah, you got green eyes behind those glasses?
No, they're brown, but I think green goes good with the brown.
Yeah.
This is good.
Just like your lighting in the background.
After Sedona, or after all of this, and you came up with this idea, you had a friend make the logo, you ran with everything, and you're at where you're at right now. Is there a moment of where you go, wow? Do you have those moments every now and then? Go,
yeah. Being in Sedona was the biggest, especially reflecting on Monday after the ride. And I had to pinch myself a couple of times, and I was looking at my wife and I was like, this is really cool. This is the things that were happening and what I was experiencing that weekend was really, and there's been moments before that, but Sedona was a really, really, it was really good. And where I want to go and where I want to take it, like, it's like, okay, that's possible. That's possible. Because I have a lot that I got in my mind. I got a little book in here that's I got my ideas written down, and that's just where I put them.
Oh, you have a
journal.
You have a journal, and you manifest things, you write it down, and hopefully,
like, I think about this because I try to fill my mind with a lot of positive stuff. I live a lot of positive podcast, books, and stuff like that. And the person that I follow a lot is Ed Milet, and he's like, hey, always get your journal. If you have a thought, put it down write it down. So that's what I started doing. So I'm like, I don't want to forget this stuff. I don't want to be like 10 years down the road and be like, why didn't I do that? Because I forgot about it.
See, I have a journal, and I always forget to write things down. My wife got so excited. I bought a tablet to write something down, and I forget. You have a podcast book?
Oh, no. Sorry.
Oh.
I listen to podcasts on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
And then I also listen, audiobooks and read books. And so I'm trying to like business and
I was going to say, if you had a how to do
podcast, how does that work?
If you had a how to do podcast work, if you could just DM me the name of that. MTB Alex, what up?
You're doing a good job.
No, I could learn so much, and that's why it's interesting that you do listen to podcasts. I find myself, since I did this, listening to more of other people's, because you get to learn, like this segment or Biker B1 and there's Boston. Oh my God, it's Boston Bob, Boston Don has a podcast as well, Mountain Bike. And you we're all here together.
We are.
Why don't we
We're all
learn?
learning. There's not, we try to be original, but really we're probably taking from somewhere else, and we're all learning. We're all growing. Like, there's not too many original. Well, there's some original ideas. There's original ideas out there. However, yeah,
making this fair. MTB Alex, follow, subscribe to him, follow, share some of his stuff. You have a chance of winning a t-shirt, jersey. If you share something of mine as well.
Yes, got to share something of Johnny's too.
Since you've been involved in the, oh my God, we got another one.
What up?
DBMTB, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? You got a chance to share some of his stuff. You can win a t-shirt. On Instagram, follow him and share some of his stuff. This is fun.
That is.
We're talking about podcasts. You said we had talked before. Is that still something that's in your?
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I told you that I was actually going to do it before the fest, and I didn't do it. So I got to do it. I feel like, everything's got to be perfect. I just redid my office, so it's like, whatever. It's so silly.
You have a little bit of a light hanging down.
Yeah. There's a little bit more of a mood lighting behind it underneath it, but whatever. I'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I'm figuring, because I've got all these stickers now. I want to create something to hide the Peloton. I got to bring it back. I've already done the measuring, but I want to have something that I can just slap everyone's stickers on.
That's awesome. That's a great idea.
Have you thought more about it, especially after doing this? Have you thought,
Yeah, no, I definitely want to do it. For my other business, I do a lot of reels and stuff like that. So I have some of the stuff that I have figured out, the lighting and things of that nature. So, and then obviously I spoke to you about like what you use and stuff like that. So my intention is to, yes, absolutely get that going. There's no reason I couldn't start like ASAP. I just got to find like a guest or two. And I would love to have you on so I can interview you as well. Because it's all been all about me, which I appreciate. Thank you.
People want you. They don't want this.
But yes, yes, absolutely. I want to do it.
I got to tell you though, it is, and I always poke fun of myself because self-deprecation is it's funny, but I really do love this. Like, I haven't made a dime off of this. It's one of these things where I just so much enjoy meeting people like you, or hear Mia, or just chatting with Trail Pimp or the Tinkering Cycler Brian, and it is so refreshing, and to have this community come out and support you. Again, I'm still a small channel, but I think you're going to find a lot of joy in doing something like this, especially if it's something that you want to do. I say just do it. Yeah, that's the best advice, is just go for it.
Yeah, I appreciate you for allowing me on too, and giving that advice. And that's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Like you're exactly saying, is meeting a lot of cool people, because there's so many people that you can see on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, but you don't really get to know their story. And I think it's amazing to be able, yeah, our community is amazing. I 100% agree with you, Mia. It's really damn cool people, and we all love to ride bikes. Like, how cool is that? Like, I don't care. I'm 44 years old. There's people older than me. There's people younger than me. Like, everybody's got a story, and it's like, it's so cool. Like, to get to know people like that. So I think it's awesome that you're doing it.
I mean, Mia has a podcast as well, and that's how we got to know. We're on a podcast chat, if you will. Yeah, we'll put you on it, and we help each other. That's awesome. And that's how I got to know Mia, and she's just an amazing person, and what she does. And when I first started this, and I can tell you this because you're thinking about starting, but you know the community a little bit better because you've been selling things, is that I always thought there was like a competition. who can compete to be the best podcaster, the best, because it's YouTube. You want the subscribers, you want the, you want the views and stuff. And I'm like, and then you get to realizing we're all just a bunch of dudes that like ride, or dudes and women, sorry, people. That's what I meant by dudes. People just like riding a bike.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're all the same. And once I dropped, like, because there was a lot of competition, I know exactly what you're talking about. And there was a considerable amount in my mind as far as like competing against other brands and things of that nature, and some local companies, which I'm friends with. But it was like, oh, they're doing that. Oh, they're doing that. Beat me. Whatever. They're doing this better. Comparison. And I was like, okay, like, one, no, I'm just competing with myself. Like, be the best version, do what I can. And ultimately we're all here to help each other. And once I got rid of that ego piece, it was like the relationships and the connections that I was able to have with other people, they're helping me, I'm helping them. Like, what?
Yeah. That's
like,
amazing.
We're just having a good time. And like
dropping
that ego and that competition was like, it's like, oh, let it go.
For me, it wasn't like an ego thing. It was more of, I'm stepping into a new world, even though I've been riding longer than probably all these people in the comments section.
For me, yeah, for sure, yeah.
But I'm now new to this community, and I didn't even know how to go about doing it. I've been on television for so many years as doing comedy. I didn't know if I could bring that here. And I had to re-find myself again. It was really weird. I'm babbling.
But you clearly found a way.
I had to find my voice again.
That's cool. Because how long? I have a question for you.
Oh God, it's your podcast.
So how long were you in the TV? Like, obviously, I know you still are part of it right now, right?
Yeah,
but how long have you been in that?
In front of the camera?
Yeah.
I was probably in front of the camera for almost 20 years. Wow. A lot of but it was part-time. I'm a photographer, editor, videographer, editor. But I was in front of the camera as a comedic entertainment reporter, movie critic for close to 20 years, but part-time. I'd be on like a few times a month. And then when I came on here, I remember I looked back at my first, like, hey, tonight on the podcast or whatever, I was like very calm, very low level. And I'm like, that's not me. And after a while, the guy I work with was like, just be you. Yeah. You're high energy. Do it. Just be you, and maybe someone will pick up on it.
Right. Yeah. Just be authentic.
Dude, I'm telling you, everybody on this comment list, I guarantee will want to be on your.
Perfect. Awesome.
You've got all these, I'm sure Mia, she's got, what's going on in California?
I don't know.
What's
not going on in California? There is always stuff going on.
There are power outages.
Crazy.
She'll listen tomorrow. Get this guy.
Yes, absolutely. We'll connect. I love your stuff, by the way. I think it's so creative.
A lot of fun. Trail Pimp likes mine because it's a smaller channel. That was nice and kind of hurt at the same time. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, what's next for you? I want to get you. I want to get you out of here. I know you got a life. What's next for mountain biking life and Josh? I mean, where are you taking this? What's your next level?
One's the podcast, and hopefully bringing a different element to podcasting, and hopefully something there that impacts people's life. Like the biggest thing is how can I positively impact in the decisions I make with moving this brand forward? Yes, the clothes are going to continue to, like, I'm going to still to bring like new things coming out, and that's going to happen. New t-shirt design, new jersey designs, things of that nature. but I think most importantly is one thing that I would really like to do is definitely have more of a philanthropic piece to this brand.
Oh, nice.
And it's not it's about giving back, and also you know, going to different countries and traveling, and also giving back to the local community some there, and also doing some more local give back to people, to kids and stuff like that.
That's amazing.
But everything about this is like, how can we make this world better? How you know, through a bike, through smiles, through riding a bike. Because I'm 44 years old, and I mentioned earlier, I'm 44, and I love riding a bike. And I think every kid should have a bike, and I think it's one of the most freeing things that we could give ourselves.
Yeah, I've been riding bikes since I was a kid. It's beautiful.
Next level is more of a give back, local and global, but big is global. I mean, I have high and big intentions to really take this. I want to be with the big boys, but doing something that I don't see them doing.
That's amazing. That's one of your little ideas in your journal.
Mm-hmm. Everything's attached to giving back in some kind of manner. Everything.
I think that's great. And I think it's awesome that, like, again, this isn't your job. You have a job.
I have a job.
This, you're able to take that time and that energy on the side and give back, because this is giving you so much.
It is. In, you know, seeing, you know, I will say this, when I knew there's moments of times where I'm like, I'm doing the right thing, and it feels good. It feels good. So ACA, Arizona Cycling Association, the kids, 5 events, and these kids from like 6th grade to 12th grade going out and riding. And there's probably like 50 some teams, I believe, all throughout Arizona, and small communities, and, you know, out there. And then obviously in Phoenix, big base, a lot of teams. But to see these kids supporting each other in high school and grade school is one of the coolest, most impactful things. Yeah. I'm like, I get to be a part of that. I'm supporting that. And that's great. Like, because all the other BS that's going on right now is irrelevant right now, especially to these kids.
Yeah.
They're competing for themselves. They're supporting each other. They're, go. You know, the families are supporting them. It's just and that just supports that this community just needs to, this community needs to grow and grow and grow, and people need to be invited into it and get a taste of it. And if I can be a part of that, then great. Awesome.
That's amazing, man. Holy cow. I don't even know where to go with that. That was, you know what I mean? That's beautiful. That giving back. I think about giving back, and I have over the years, to this community. And if I can help you, I guess, in any way.
You have. It's been an hour and 43 minutes, and I love it. Like, so thank you.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm sorry I kept you this long.
No, I don't care. My wife will see me shortly. It's okay.
That's right. You guys, your time hasn't changed.
Yes. I mean, it's still 5 o'clock here.
It's still 5 o'clock.
We don't change.
Do we check our Instagrams now?
Oh, sure.
I mean, is that what we do?
Or I can just pick afterwards.
Okay, you can pick afterwards.
I'll just do it on my channel. And I'll tag you. So anybody who didn't, you know, I'll just do that tomorrow morning. So okay. I get a little bit of time to do some research tonight.
Well, then I guess I can help you with whoever subscribed or shared or whatever on my channel for the jersey. I did get more subscribers on my channel because of you. Thank you for helping me out. Not you, me helping you.
Cool. There's some cool people. Yeah, awesome. There's a lot of
people. Do you get some new ones?
Yeah. So cool. So yeah, this is perfect. I'll filter through the phone. We don't have to do it tonight. And you know, it already got a little clunky when I was trying to figure out how are we going to give this out?
Yeah, I was like, I forgot. I totally forgot.
Oh my God. I told you, I'm not prepared for that. I just want to give stuff away.
Just here, take it.
Here, take it.
Josh, let me get you out of here. I can't thank you enough for coming on my show. I appreciate you. I'm forever indebted to you. I will share, like, subscribe, do all that stuff for you. I'll push your stuff because you did me a favor. So I've got to do you a bunch of favors.
No, here's the thing, Johnny. We can go back and forth on this, but at the end of the day, like, you gave me an opportunity to really speak, and hopefully we can use this, and I can use this so other people get to know me and the brand and things of that nature, and what we're about, and maybe they can be a part of it. And I am thankful to you, and I'm grateful for you for giving me the opportunity to come about. And it's also great reminders for me, because once I speak it, it's like, yeah, that you brought a lot of great memories to me. So, because it's been a minute since I've thought about, like, how did this really come in? How did I get here? So
selling out of the back of the car.
Thank you. Selling, hawking stickers. Here, you want a sticker? You want a sticker?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming on here live. I always appreciate you guys. All of his stuff is down here, his website, his Instagram, maybe his YouTube. I don't know if I put that there. There's like 4 things on your YouTube.
Yeah, there's like nothing, but YouTube is coming. There's like 10 subscribers.
Yeah, so we'll push that. Once you start getting the podcast going, you're gonna fly past me. Dude, thank you so much.
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you.
Now,
it's been great.
And now at the bottom, if you can, go get your bikes dirty.
Go.
Take care, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you.